One bad tenant can destroy years of hard work. Hindi exaggeration yan. One tenant. One tenant na hindi nagbabayad, sumisira ng property, laging late or kailangan mo pang i-evict, can wipe out your cash flow for months. Most beginner investors think na okay na basta may renter. Pero sa totoo lang, your profit in real estate is decided before you take in tenants. Kasi hindi lang property ang ini-investan mo. You're investing in people too. And today, pag-usapan natin yung tenant screening basics. Paano umiwas sa problem tenants? Paano pumili ng tamang renters? And bakit ito ang isa sa pinaka-importanting skill sa real estate investing? Most people spend more time researching new cars, cell phones, or even a vacation than screening a tenant that will live in your property for more than a year. Imagine you buy a property worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Tapos mamadiliin mo lang yung pagpili ng tenant. Kasi the wrong tenant affects your income, affects your stress level, affects your sleep, and your confidence. Maraming bagong landlords takot na mawala ng tenant. Kaya ang mindset ay okay na to. Mukhang mabait naman. Need ko na mapuno agad. And honestly, naiintindihan ko yan. Kasi vacancy feels scary. Meron kang mortgage, bills, utilities, insurance, my property taxes. But here's what I learned. A few weeks or even a few months of vacancy can actually be cheaper than one bad tenant. Kasi pag mali yung tenant mo, may late payments ka. Excuses every month. Damages, complaints, stress, collections, conflict with other tenants. And minsan, ikaw pang mahihiyang maningil. Real estate looks passive online, pero nobody talks about difficult tenants, emotional stress, confrontation, sleepless nights, chasing tenants. That's why the right screening method matters. I remember when I was newer in real estate, excited ako mapuno agad yung units. Siyempre, gusto mo agad makita yung cash flow. You want proof na, okay, this works. And honestly, emotionally attached tayo sa idea na sayang ang vacancy. Need ko tenant ASAP. Mas okay may renter kumpara sa vacant. So what happens next? You stop ignoring red flags such as incomplete documents, inconsistent stories, unstable income, poor communication, late replies, excuses agad. Pero dahil gusto mo nang mapuno, pinapalampas mo. And later doon mo marirealize na proper screening is everything. Because a good tenant pays on time, respects the property, communicates properly, stays longer, gives peace of mind. The best tenants actually makes real estate investing more passive. Hindi sila sakit sa ulo. Hindi sila kailangan habulin every month. And over time, I realized buying the property is only half the game. The other half, putting in the right people in. Number one lesson, never screen emotionally. Maraming landlords na awa, nape-pressure, natatakot mawalan ng renter. Pero you are running a business. You can be kind without ignoring your standards. Because once naka-move in na sila, mas mahirap nang ayusin ang problems later. Screening protects your property, your finances, your peace, future plans, and future tenants too. Think long term. If you get the right tenant, they can stay for 3 years, 5 years, or even longer. That changes everything. And wait until you hear how I deal with vacancies because it actually made me become a better landlord. One of the easiest way to screen tenants is the way they communicate. Seriously, before they move in, people already show you who they really are. Ask yourself, do they respond respectfully? Are they organized? Do they follow instructions? Do they follow or provide the right requirements? If difficult na sila before moving in, usually hindi nagiging madali later. Red flags na dapat nating bantayan. Constantly changing their stories, avoiding questions, rushing, aggressive behavior, incomplete documents, too many excuses. Here are good tenant traits. They communicate well, transparency, stable work, respectful attitude, organized responses. Hindi mo kailangan ng perfect tenant. You're looking for responsible tenants. Big difference. Another beginner mistake, taking everything at face value. Mukhang okay naman, mukhang professional, mukhang mabait, pero screening is verification, not assumptions. Verify their employment, income, identification, references, previous landlord information. Why? Because people can say anything. And honestly, good tenants usually understand screening. Responsible tenants know that landlords are protecting their property. Don't feel guilty about doing due diligence. This is business. Imagine you worked overtime, saved for a down payment, sacrificed weekends, took risks buying properties. Then one wrong tenant destroys your momentum. That's why screening matters. Here's something nobody tells beginner investors. The goal is not filling the property fast. The goal is filling it up right. Here's something personal I realized as my portfolio grew. Because my properties produces decent cash flow now, I am not desperate to filling up vacancies immediately. And honestly, that changed the way I screen tenants. Early on, vacancy feels terrifying. Every day feels expensive. You start thinking na kailangan mapuno agad. Okay na siguro to. Mukhang okay naman. And that's dangerous. Because when fear is making all the decisions, you start ignoring red flags. But as my portfolio became more stable, I realized something. Cash flow buys patience. It gives you the ability to wait, to screen properly, to say no when something feels off, to not force a bad fit just because the unit is empty. And personally, I'd rather have a few months of vacancy than rush to get a problem tenant because a short vacancy, that's temporary. A bad tenant, that can cost you months of late rent, damages, legal headaches, stress, lost sleep, and more money than vacancy ever would. A lot of beginner investors think that vacancy is the biggest risk. I actually think the biggest risk is panic. Panic makes you lower your standards. Ignore red flags. Make emotional decisions. And emotional decisions in real estate is expensive. I've learned that sometimes the best decision is waiting. Waiting for that right tenant. Waiting for the right fit. Waiting for someone who will respect your property. The same way you respect the time or sacrifices you've made to buy the property. That patience protects everything that you're building. Once you grow in real estate, systems become everything. Don't screen randomly every time. Create your standards. Things like required documents, income requirements, your showing process, reference checks, communication expectations, because systems remove emotions. Successful investors don't rely on luck, vibes, guessing. They rely on process. And over time, systems help you scale, especially when you own multiple units, multifamily properties, larger portfolios. The more doors you have, the more important systems become. And the craziest part, the best tenant screening strategy has nothing to do with being strict. Good tenants also screen landlords. Think about that. Responsible renters want clean properties, respectful landlords, organized system, and of course, proper communication. So if you want better tenants, become a better operator too. Real estate is relationship based. Respect goes both ways. The goal is not control. The goal is stability because stable tenants create stable cash flow and stable cash flow creates long-term freedom. If you're starting your real estate journey, remember this. Buying properties is exciting, but protecting them, that's where real investing starts. Don't rush because of pressure. Don't ignore red flags because of emotions. Don't sacrifice long-term peace for cash flow. Build slowly. Build properly. Build with systems. Because one good tenant can completely change your investing journey. If this video helped you, subscribe for more real estate investing content, mindset, financial growth, and real life lessons here in Canada. And comment below, what's the biggest lessons you've learned about tenants or real estate investing? And remember, life, goals, mindset, and real estate. See you in the next one.